Hello lovely people, today is the 12th of Jan and I am doing readings for the week of 12th Jan to 18th Jan for all 12 sun signs. Aries to Pisces, every single one of you is going to be covered, so let's get started. I'll be doing a very simple 3-card spread for every single sun sign. It's really very simple. There are 3 cards as I said. The first card is the past card, past influences. What is it that you're carrying forward from 2025 that still needs to be resolved in the first week of Jan? The present card is, of course, what is it that you need to do in the present week between the 12th of Jan to the 18th of Jan in order to make the best use of this week. And the third card is all the actions that you take or avoid taking, what effect will it have on the next week? So let's get started quickly. Now, this is for the sun sign of Aries. This is your weekly tarot card reading. Let me lay out the 3 cards. And the first card, past influences for you, Aries, is the Wheel of Fortune. You are not happy with the way 2025 was, playing out. You are now ready to make a 180-degree change. That is your biggest desire in 2026. You want to leave 2025 behind and move into 2026. You want a 180-degree change, whether it is love, career, health, what have you. Every sphere of life you want to make a 180-degree change. You want to throw out the old and bring in the new. That is the attitude with which you are entering this week. The present card is the 3 of Wands, or the 3 of Staves as we call it in the Sacred India Tarot. You will be successful in whatever you attempt this week, whether it is work, whether it is career, whether it is love life, your health. Maybe you've started some new fitness regime. You've made some New Year resolution. You were fed up with the way you looked. You were fed up with your health in 2025. And this week, you are going to be making the first real steps. You're going to be taking the first real steps towards realizing your best self. So I think that's a very, very good card to get for this. Now, what you need to watch out for is to not burn out. Do it slowly, whether it's work, whether it's fitness, whether it's love, whatever it is. You are going to succeed in whatever you start in this week, but the important thing is that you don't burn out. You don't overextend yourself. You don't come on too strong if it's a relationship, and things should be fine. But it's a very positive card. It tells me that whatever you have put your mind to, whatever you have set your mind to, is slowly but surely coming to fruition. And what is the future card? That is the 5 of Swords, not a very positive card. This tells me that while you are ready to change, while you are ready to move on, other people in your life are not really ready. They want you to be the old you. They don't want to let go of the person that you were. Because if you change, it's only going to remind them that they haven't changed. They are the same people that they were in 2025. So there might be some clashes, there might be some fights. Use your words very wisely. Don't lose your cool. And this week should be great. Now, let's come to the sun sign of Taurus. Let's see what this week has in store for you. 3 cards once again. Past, present, future. And let's see what they have to say. The past card is the King of Wands. You had a lot of ambition in 2025. You wanted to do a lot of things with your life. Some things happened, other things did not. But that promise you made yourself, that goal that you had set for yourself, that is still in your mind. You still want to be at the top of your game, whether it's your profession, whether it's how people approach you. They see you as an expert. They see you as someone who has creative solutions to problems. At the workplace, this is going to be very important. So that is the past influence of 2025. It is still on your mind. You still want to make something of yourself. And 2026 is the year that you want to do it. But how is this week going to be in terms of accomplishing that goal? And the card is the Hermit. I see you being a little isolated. Maybe you're working from home this entire week. Who knows? You're not even meeting your people from office. Make use of this time. Think about your long-term goals. Think about what is it that you can do to really, improve yourself. Do better at the job. Do you need to upskill? Do you need to learn something new? Do some certification? Or is it that maybe, you finally have some time to think for yourself and you realize that, okay, fine, 2025, I didn't accomplish my goals. Here is what I need to do in 2026. Write down your goals. This is a week in which you need to contemplate. You need to spend time with yourself, meditate, journal, do all those things. Just put your thoughts into words, and then those words can become actions. Let's come to the third card, that is the future card, and that is the Three of Pentacles. Very, very hopeful card. It is the first big financial success. Taurus, you might be getting a raise this week, or if not in this week, very soon in the near future. That is the direction in which your life is moving. You will be appreciated for your work. Colleagues will like you, your seniors will like you, and they'll say, you know what, let's give this guy a raise. All the best, Taurus, and in case you do get a raise, don't forget to share it, because sharing is caring. Alrighty, so we've done Taurus, we've done Aries. Now let's come to Gemini, the card of the twins, the sign of the twins. Gemini, let's see what the week of January 12 to January 18 has in store for you. I'll be doing a simple 3-card spread, as I said, past, present, future. Past influences that you're carrying forward from 2025. What are the present actions that you need to take in this week, and what are the likely future outcomes of those actions? The first card, the past card, is the Nine of Pentacles, a very good card. I think you are in a fairly decent place in 2025, and I presume that you want that good luck to continue. It also tells me that maybe you may have become a little complacent, Gemini. 2025, if things went well, that is no reason to slack off in 2026. While things went well in the past, let's see what the future has to say and what the present has to say. The present, like I said, the Two of Pentacles, not a very good card. It is quite possible, Gemini, that you spent a lot of money in 2025, you had a lot of parties, you went shopping, and now you're starting to feel the pinch. We are in January, which means that by March you need to submit your investment proofs if you're in India. Otherwise, you're going to be, basically the company that you work for is going to cut your TDS in the next 2 months. It's quite possible, because Nine of Pentacles has come in the past. You have been a little penny wise, pound foolish. You've gone shopping, you've spent money like there's no tomorrow, and now you're feeling the pinch. Two of Pentacles also means that maybe you have run out of ideas at the workplace and you really need to think of something new. How is it that you are going to make 2026 a great year for you? What are the things that you need to do? What are the things that you need to learn, unlearn, new things that you need to do? All those things are at the top of your mind, but somehow you're not getting those ideas. That's also quite possible. But I think the most important advice I can give you is be very, very careful with money in this week. Save. Take a look at your investments. Have you done your ATC investments, your ATD investments, or are you going to pay a lot of tax by the end of the year? Those are things that you need to look out for. And card number 3 is the Devil. The Devil is the prince of the world. So the future is fine, as far as business is concerned. You might even meet someone who's very exciting. Now here's the problem. You meet someone exciting, you want to go out on dates. Obviously you're going to spend money, but your present situation is such that you need to be very, very careful with money. The Devil is again telling me that you might fall into bad habits. You might go out socializing a little too much and end up spending way too much money. So listen to the advice of the Two of Pentacles, which is the present card. Make sure you don't spend too much, you save, you are frugal, right? Do all those things in this week. Otherwise, in the future, there is a very good possibility that you will end up with very little money in your hands, and that will not be a good thing. Gemini, that was your fortune for this week. Now let's come to Cancer. Cancer, this is your tarot card reading for the week, January 12 to January 18. I'm going to be doing a very simple 3-card spread where the first card is the past card. What are the past influences that you're carrying forward from 2025? The second card is the present. What actions do you need to take in the present week? And the future card is what is the likely future outcome of any actions that you take, good or bad. And the first card, the past card, is Two of Cups. Now Cancer, you are a very emotional sign, and this is of course the suit of emotions. In 2025, it's quite possible that maybe you met someone, or maybe you rediscovered love. If you already had an existing relationship, you rediscovered love. You want that romance to continue in 2026. You might even want to meet someone new in 2026 in case you were single in 2025, because you really have a lot to share. You are a very emotional sign, you are a nurturer, and your hope in 2026 is that you meet someone who is deserving of your love. Now, will you meet that person is what we need to check. And the second card, the present card, is the Wheel of Fortune. What this tells me is your emotional life is going to see a 180-degree change. If you were not in love, if you were single in 2025, then you're going to meet somebody probably even in this week. Things are going to change, things are going to move. If you are already in a relationship, it's quite likely that there might be some stress in that relationship. What you need to do in this week, Cancer, is rediscover the romance, rekindle the romance. You don't need to obviously go look for someone else. That is not what I am saying. But my advice to you is to rekindle the romance. See what you had done in 2025 that perhaps, did not think about 2025. Think about where did you go wrong in your relationship. Did the romance go out of the relationship? Did the spark go out of the relationship? What can you do in this week to have a 180-degree change? To go from feeling like the relationship has become very stale and boring, what can you do to liven up the relationship, to bring that spark back? That is the theme for this week. That is what you need to be thinking about. And the future card is the King of Arrows. The King of Arrows tells me that probably your partner might be a little cold, might be a little distant. He or she might be very career-oriented. Yes, the King of Swords can very well be a woman also. It is a very gender-neutral card, all the suits cards. So while you are thinking about romance and you're thinking about going off on holiday and rekindling romance and having candlelight dinners and all that, your partner might not be on the same page, because now your partner is probably thinking about career, is thinking about growth. It's the end of the financial year. All those problems at the workplace are cropping up. So what you need to do is be available, be understanding. You are the romantic. Bring the romance into the relationship. But don't expect the other person to fall head over heels. Their mind is preoccupied with work, but that does not mean they don't love you. If you are meeting someone new who is like this, go ahead, but be prepared. You're the romantic in the relationship, not the other person, but don't let that deject you. That was Cancer. Now let's come to Leo. What is the week of January 12 to January 18 looking like for the sun sign of Leo? 3-card spread once again. Past influences. What is it that you're carrying forward from 2025? In the present week, what is it that you need to do? That is card number 2. And card number 3 is likely future outcome of whatever actions you take or whatever actions you avoid taking in this week. So let's quickly look at the reading for Leo. 3 cards. And the first card is Judgment. This is the Judgment card. You are so done with 2025. You don't want to carry anything forward. 2025 does not seem to be a very good year for you, I think. Let me know in the comments if that is the case. But it's like dead and buried. You want nothing to do with that year. You want to start afresh. You want to start something new. And, I think that's a very good thing to do, because 2025 was a Mars year, but 2026 is a Sun year. And Sun is your ruling planet. So whatever was in the past, let it be in the past. Start afresh. Like every day the sun rises and a new day comes. This is a new year. And that is the spirit with which you're entering the new year. So let's see what the present has to say. The present card is the 2 of Pentacles. Be careful with money in this week. Be very, very prudent. Don't go out spending money. Don't go out lending money to people. But I think what this card also tells me is that 2025 was not a very good year for you financially. You might have faced some hardships. You maybe did not save as much as you have. And now you're starting to feel the pinch. So the theme for this week, or the advice for this week, is pay attention to your finances. Be very careful about spending money. You don't have nearly as much as you think you do. Don't make any life-altering decisions in this week. Don't say, oh my God, I'm going to leave my job and move to another city and everything will be fine. No, it won't be. This is not the week to do that. Take a very close look at your finances. They are not in the best shape. Don't go out looking for risks. Yes, you want to change, you want to make things better, but do it slowly, do it in a very prudent fashion. And card number 3, which is the likely future outcome, is the Knight of Swords. Now, Knight of Swords is a very positive card. Why? Because it is the Hanuman card. It also tells me that probably, like I said, now this week is not the time to be aggressive, but that is definitely on your mind. You want big changes. You want the whole world. You want to go out and conquer the world. You want to be aggressive. You want people to see you. They want you to recognize you. They want you to, you want them rather to appreciate you. All those things will come to you, but patience. Starting next week, starting from the 19th of Jan, we can see if those possibilities exist. Right now in this week, be prudent. But yes, don't let the fire die. You definitely have big dreams for 2026. Just that this week is not the week to go out chasing them. Be patient. Be patient. Now let's come to Virgo. Virgo, this is your tarot card reading for January 12 to January 18. I'll be doing a very quick 3-card spread. And what are the 3 cards? The first card is the past card. What are the past influences from 2025 that are still affecting your life? The second card is the present card. What are the actions you need to take in the present? How do you need to think? How do you need to behave? What actions do you need to take? What actions do you need to avoid? And card number 3 is the future card, which tells me whatever actions you take or avoid in this week, what is the likely future outcome? Also, what is it that you can anticipate in the coming weeks? That is also what the cards will indicate. So card number 1, that is the past, is the Lovers. Now, the Lovers does not mean romance. It means that in 2025, you had to make a few tough choices. It could be about relationships, it could be about career, it could be about the people in your life, it could be about the way you are living your life. The Lovers shows me that in the past, in 2025, you wanted to get out of your comfort zone. Whether you did that or not, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But definitely you had to tussle between the easy route and the tough route. The easy choice, the comfort zone, and the adventure. Now, depending on what route you have taken in the past, you are still feeling those influences in 2026. And the present card is 8 of Pentacles. So, whatever choice you made in 2025, whether you went with the easy choice or the tough choice, it has taught you a lot. And this week, you are going to see the result of whatever choices that you made in 2025. They might be good results, they might be bad results. We will see from the future card. But definitely it will teach you a valuable lesson. Whatever choice you made in the past is going to bear fruit. And there's going to be some kind of a karma coming to an end. I have a feeling it is something to do with your job. Alright, some karma relating to your job might come to an end in this week. It is possible. If not, here's what you need to do. You need to start upskilling and start learning something new in this week. You know that you want the world. You know you want to really, maybe you've taken the easy choice in 2025. Now you want to be adventurous. Now you want the big bucks. You want the really good job. Do you have the skills required to do that job? You need to ask yourself that in this week. The 8 of Pentacles is the card of new learnings. It is the card of new skills. It is also the card of career and learning and applying that knowledge. So all those things are going to be on your mind in this week, and that is what you also need to do. If you have not enrolled for a course, do so. You've been thinking about it. Enroll for that course, upskill, just go ahead and do it. You might even get a new job, and that new job might force you to upskill, which is not a bad thing at all. Be careful with your money. Be prudent with your savings. You don't have as much as you think you do. But other than that, the 8 of Pentacles is telling me learning, application of knowledge, and money matters and job related matters. All these are the themes of this week. And the future card is the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is party time. So whatever decision that you make in this week, whether it is enrolling for a new course, taking up a new job, maybe even starting to save a little money, by means of a sip or something like that, it is going to lead to happy times in the future. Don't go drinking and don't start partying. That's not what the card means. The card simply means that if you are facing any trouble, whether it is at the job or whether you were looking for a job and you weren't finding a job, or you were confused about what you wanted to do, you take the right actions in this week, and in the future, very soon, you will see good results. You will see happy times. The bad times will end and the good times will start rolling. So all the best to you, Virgo. I hope you do well. Now let's come to Libra. Libra, the beautiful, beautiful people ruled by Venus. Let's see what your week has to say. So Libra, this is your tarot card reading for the week, January 12 to January 18. Let's see what the cards have to say. I'm doing a very simple 3-card spread. The first card is going to be the past. What are the past influences that are being carried forward from 2025 to 2026? That's card number 1. Card number 2 is the present. What are the actions that you need to take in this week between January 12 and January 18? And card number 3 is the likely future outcome. So whatever actions you take or avoid, what effect are they going to have on your future? That's what the third card will tell you. So let's look at the first card. The first card is the Ace of Cups. Libra, 2025, you were ready to make a lot of changes in your life, especially where your emotional life was concerned. Maybe your heart was not in a job and you wanted to change your job. Your heart was not in a relationship and you wanted to change the relationship. You wanted more love. You wanted more appreciation. And that was what you wanted to do in 2025. You might even have started taking steps in that direction. And it's a good start. The start was good, but we now need to see what does 2026 have in store for you, especially this week. Are you moving towards that goal or are you moving away from that goal? The card is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is the Skanda card. It is the card of Muruga. Very good card. You will need to be more aggressive about this thing that you want. If it was a person that you were pursuing, a love relationship, you will need to be a little more aggressive. If it was a job that you wanted to chase down, you wanted better opportunities in 2025, you may not have got them. This week, you need to start sending out your CV. Be aggressive. Put yourself out there. Also very, very important, because I said this is the Skanda card, the Muruga card. Muruga is very stylish. So pay very close attention to your physical appearance in this week. Make an extra effort in the way you dress up, the way that you comb your hair, you style your hair, put on some nice perfume, because I think you're going to be making a first impression on a lot of new people in this week. It could be in a love relationship. It could be, at your current workplace. It could be, because you're interviewing at so many new companies. You need to make the right impression. You need to be seen as an assertive person, but you also need to make sure you are well groomed, because that first impression, you get that right and you're set. Then after that, you can just blabber any nonsense, not really. But you need to look good, you need to take care of your appearance, and you need to be more aggressive. Send out your CV, reach out to your old colleagues, send out the word that you're looking for a new job, you're looking for new opportunities, whether it is in love or whether it is actual job opportunities. And that is what you need to focus on in this week. And card number 3 is 4 of Wands. Now, 4 of Wands is very good. What is all this going to, what impact is this going to happen? You put yourself out there, you do all the right things, you groom yourself, you are aggressive in chasing your goals. All this you are doing so that you build a solid foundation. The 4 in the tarot is always the card of foundations, and this is creative foundations. So career, love, all those things. If you want a solid relationship, if you want a dependable job, what you do in this week is going to be very, very important. So take my advice, send out your CV, be aggressive, follow up with people, and do it because you know now that this is going to help you build a solid foundation. This week is very important and I hope you make very good use of it, Libra. Now let's come to Scorpio. Scorpio, this is your tarot card reading for the week, January 12 to January 18. I am doing a simple 3-card spread to see what the week has in store for you. So card number 1, which is the past card, are the past influences from 2025 that you've still carried forward into 2026. Card number 2 is the present card. What are the actions you need to take? What are the things you need to avoid in order to accomplish your goals, in order to have a good week? And card number 3 is the likely future outcome of whatever actions you take or whatever actions you avoid taking in this week. And card number 1, past influences, is the 5 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Swords is not a very good card. It tells me that Scorpio, in 2025, you had a lot of clashes with people. You probably exchanged a lot of bitter words, angry words with people. You got into unnecessary fights. And to a large extent, I think your relationships with people might have been affected, whether personal, whether professional. And that is still playing on your mind. You are entering 2026 with a feeling of, I won't say defeat, but what was the point of all that? Why did I do that? Why did I say those things? Why did I hurt those people? You're also hurting, but now you have regrets about hurting those people because it has impacted your life and it has impacted how 2026 is going to be. And it's not a very good week, unfortunately, because card number 2, which is the present, is the 10 of Swords. Whatever you have done in the past in 2025, you will kind of have to pay for it in this week. You might face some kind of a betrayal. No, this is actually the card of rock bottom. Let me not sugarcoat it. 10 of Swords is not a good card. But what you need to also understand is that, once you've hit rock bottom, once you're here, the only way to go is up. It's going to be a difficult week. You will see the truth about certain people in your life, your loved ones, your colleagues, your friends. There is a possibility that there might be a betrayal, but that's also because of something you did in 2025. Maybe you hurt someone, they are holding a grudge, and now in this week, they are going to exact their price, they are going to take their revenge. There's really no nice way to say it. So just watch your back. Think back, 2025, who were the people that you pissed off? Who were the people that you picked fights with? Those people are going to come back this week and they might make your life difficult, so be prepared. And card number 3 is Ace of Wands. Like I said, Ace of Wands is new creative beginnings. So whatever happens this week, just accept it as your karma. Accept it as something that, you did something in the past and now this is your payback time. Don't lash out again because it'll just get uglier and things will just deteriorate even further. But don't worry. The only way is up. In case it is a job loss that happens in this week, don't worry. Within the next week or so, new opportunities will come your way. If it is a relationship that has soured, again, the future is all right. You will have to move on from this relationship, but it will all work out well. So don't worry about that. All the best to you. Now, we're done with Scorpio. Let's come to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a sign that is ruled by Jupiter. It is also a fire sign, just like Leo and just like Aries. So fire signs in 2026, as a general rule of thumb, are going to do well because it is the year of the sun. But Sagittarius, this is your tarot card reading for January 12 to 18. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. Is it going to be a good week? Is it going to be a bad week? It's a simple 3-card spread. Card number 1 is the past influences of 2025. Card number 2 is the present, actions you need to take in this week, things you need to do, things you need to avoid. And card number 3 is the likely future outcome of whatever actions you take, whatever actions you avoid in this week. Card number 1, which is the past influences, 10 of Pentacles. I think Sagittarius, 2025 was a good year for you. Let me know in the comments. Was 2025 good to you? Was there money? Was there comfort? Did you spend time with family? Did you get along with people? All those things. So you are entering 2026 in a very positive state of mind. It might just be something that happened in the first week or the first 10 days of January. Maybe you got good news, you got an increment, you had money coming in, you spent time with family, you went on vacation. So all those influences are still there. You are in a good mood, which means that you are raring to go in this week. And in this week, what you need to do Seven of Pentacles is the card. While you are very positive, this week you will have to be patient. Maybe you were working towards something, there was a project, there was a goal, there was something else that in life that you are working towards. This week you will have to be a little more patient because there's a little more work that you need to do. You're not going to get the rewards just yet. The rewards may be there in the future, not just yet. So this is a good week to kind of pay attention to all the paperwork, go through your work files, see that make sure you haven't missed anything. If it's a love relationship, if it is your personal life, this is a very good week. I'll tell you why. Because the Seven of Pentacles is a pregnancy card, one of the pregnancy cards of the tarot. So if you are married, if you are planning to have a child with your spouse, you're planning to start a family, this is a very good week to start thinking and start taking action in that direction. It should be fine. But in any other area of life, whether it is your job, whether it is your education, if you're waiting for any results to come, you will have to wait a little more. You may not get the results in this week. A little more work will need to be put in. And card number 3, all right. Now this is a bit of a problem. Card number 3 is the Tower. This is a warning. Okay, this is not a future outcome or anything like that, but this is a warning card for you, Sagittarius. You need to be very, very careful in the coming weeks. Maybe next week and next month, you will have to be very, very careful. Something is going to come out of the blue. It's going to catch you by surprise. It could be some bad news about someone in the family. It could be, something bad that happens on the job. But whatever it is, it just completely takes you by surprise. So it's like a bolt out of the blue and you are completely flabbergasted. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to react. So while the past and the present cards are fine, the future card is telling me that while not in this week, but in the coming weeks, you will have to be very, very careful. You might get some bad news. You might get some news of something changing overnight. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. Something very unexpected is probably going to happen with you very, very soon. So be warned and be careful. Now for the next sun sign, and that is Capricorn. Capricorn, this is your tarot card reading for the week, January 12 to January 18. I am doing a very simple 3-card spread. The 3 cards are the past, which is card number 1. These are the influences that you're bringing in from 2025. The present card, which is the second card, tells you what are the actions you need to take in this week, what are the actions you need to avoid, how do you need to think, how do you need to behave, what are the things you need to pay attention to in this week. And card number 3 is the likely future outcome of whatever actions you take. Like we saw in the case of Sagittarius, it can sometimes even give you a warning well in advance. So let's see. So card number 1, which is past influences, 10 of Wands. Capricorn, you are a workaholic. I mean, everyone knows that. You're like the workhorse of the zodiac. But 2025, I think, was a very, very stressful year. You might have got a promotion, but you also got like double the amount of work for not very great pay. In general, personal life and professional life and everything was so chaotic that you just had no time to breathe at all. There was a lot of running around and there was a lot of things that needed to be taken care of. And that energy has come into 2026 as well. Let's see what the present card has to say. The present card is a very positive card. It is the World card. It is the Nataraja card. So all that frenetic activity and all that traveling and all that, I think there will be some more travel in 2026 as well. But it's like you've come to the end of a cycle. Things are finally calming down. All that activity that you did in 2025, all the running around, this week I think is going to be a very relaxed week because you're going to get good news. You are going to see the fruits of your labor from 2025. You will be traveling this week also. That's also a possibility. But this time you'll be traveling for, let's say, leisure, or you'll be traveling because you're going on a spiritual pilgrimage, or you're just very relaxed. It could just even mean that, after all that traveling in 2025, you finally come home, you've taken off your shoes, you've put up your feet, and you are relaxed. So this is a very good week to do that. Take stock of 2025, plan for the future and all that, but just know that you have the blessings of Nataraja with you. Take it easy. Don't stress yourself out this week. You've worked very hard in 2025. This is the week to take a chill pill, as we used to say, right? And card number 3 is the King of Swords, which tells me this week you are going to relax, but in the future, again, there's going to be a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of activity, but all the effort that you made in 2025 is finally going to bear fruit, because people are going to see you as an expert. They are going to respect you. They are going to approach you for help, and you're going to earn a lot of respect from people in the coming future. It's all because of the way you conducted yourself in 2025. You worked hard. You did not make excuses, and this is your reward, that you have finally reached a stage in your career where people are going to respect you for what you have done, for what you know, and that's a very good place to be. And Capricorn, you are a very, very career-oriented sun sign, so all this is very good news for you, I'm sure. All the best. So now let's come to the last 2 sun signs. We are now at Aquarius. Aquarius, this is your tarot card reading for the week, January 12 to January 18. Let's see what the cards have to say. I'm doing a very simple 3-card spread. The first card is the past. What are the past influences that you're carrying forward from 2025? The present card, or the second card, is the present card, which tells you exactly what is going to happen in this week, things you need to do, things you need to avoid. And card number 3 is the likely future outcome. It tells you what is the energy that's building up in the coming weeks. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it going to be smooth sailing? Is it going to be rough seas? You kind of get an idea of what the future has to hold. But what is the past? The past card is the 4 of Pentacles. Now the 4 of Pentacles tells me that 2025 was all about family. It was all about building a solid foundation for your life. You were consolidating your finances. You were looking at your career. Maybe you even bought a house in 2025. Maybe you started a family in 2025, which means added responsibilities, of course. So you're entering 2026 with a sense of, okay, I have accomplished so much, but am I really comfortable? Your comfort, your family's comfort, your professional sphere of life, those are the things that you're thinking about a lot. You've done a lot in 2025 to build a foundation, but let's see how strong that foundation really is. Now this is, I wish I would stop saying this, because every time I make this statement, let's see what is going to happen, and then I see a negative card right over there. The present card is the 5 of Pentacles, not at all a good card. It is not a positive card. It is a card of poverty consciousness. Now, this is poverty consciousness. This is not actual poverty. Now, if you have taken a loan in 2025, you might just realize this week the EMI is too high. If you started a new job in 2025, you might just realize that the pay hike is not that great. Maybe you move to another city. Maybe you're working longer hours, but somehow the money is not feeling enough. This is poverty consciousness. It is not actual poverty. However, it is also a warning that your health, your money, your family life, these 3 areas of life, which was like the foundation of your life in 2025, one or more of these aspects of life might be affected. It might not be as hunky-dory and as rosy as you might think. So this week I would urge you, pay very, very close attention to your life. Pay attention to your job. Is your job really that secure? Pay attention to your family life. Is everyone really happy? Are they really taken care of? Pay attention to your health and your physical body. You may think and look healthy. You may think you are healthy. You may look healthy. Are you really healthy? This is a good week to go for medical tests and just make sure that everything in your body is working fine. I don't mean to alarm you, but this is called the earthquake card in the tarot, and it kind of shakes the ground under your feet when it comes. So this week, just be careful. Avoid, there is a chance there of accidents happening in this week also. So you'll have to drive very, very carefully. You'll also have to be very careful about money. You will have to be careful about your health, your family's health, your family's well-being. Just, I would say, spend this week kind of going over all these aspects of life and making sure that everything is fine. That's all, right? Precaution is better than cure, as they say. Do that in this week. And card number 3 is the Ace of Cups. Now, this tells me, all right, if you take the right actions, you take my advice and you actually go and check on all these aspects of your life and make sure that everything is fine, the future is rosy, the future is good. Ace of Cups is a very positive and a very hopeful card for the future. So it's just in this week that you need to be really, really careful. Just be very, very careful in this week is what I would say. The future will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. Okay, and now we are at the last sun sign, which is Pisces. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I don't think so. Pisces is a very emotional sign, just like Cancer. So let's see what the week has to say. So Pisces, this is your tarot card reading for January 12 to January 18. I'll be doing a very simple 3-card spread. The first card is your past influences. What are you carrying forward from 2025? Card number 2 is the present card. Those are the actions and the things that you need to do or avoid doing in this week, depending on what type of card is there. And card number 3 is the future outcome. What is the future outlook for the rest of the month or for the next few weeks or months to come? Any good actions you take in this week, here is the likely outcome. Any actions you need to avoid. If you avoid them, then here are the problems that you might escape. That's what the future outcome tells us. Card number 1, past influences, is Queen of Wands. Very positive card. 2025 was a very high energy card for you. You are at the top of your creative game. You might have started some new hobbies. You might have cultivated some new hobbies. You might have taken up some new interests. You were just feeling very creative and you were feeling very confident. Pisces, you find it a little difficult to feel confident because, your emotions get the better of you. But 2025, you were riding high. And that influence of 2025 is still coming into 2026. The present card is the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is a good card, not a bad card at all. But it also tells me that whatever success you were looking for is not there yet. You will have to work a little harder. You will have to put in more effort. If it was a new job you started, more work is going to be needed in this week. If you started a family, you started a new relationship, somehow this week your loved one might just be feeling that, my partner, that is you, is feeling a little distant, is not as involved as they used to be. So you will have to work on making sure that they feel loved, that they don't feel neglected. Work is the theme of the week. You will have to pay attention to your goals, to all the aspects of your life that need your attention. And don't start celebrating right now. Success is still some distance away. This week is all about work, patience. Keep doing it and you'll get the results eventually. So card number 3 is 5 of Wands. I was telling you, this week you will need to be patient. This week you will need to work hard. Because if you don't, you're going to feel very frustrated and you're going to take out that frustration either on the job or at home. And that could lead to fights in the family, fights at the workplace. You don't want to get involved in all that. What's also very interesting is that all the 3 cards are Wands cards. First card was Queen of Wands, then it was 2 of Wands, and now it is the 5 of Wands. So obviously, in the year of the sun, for some reason, even though you are a water sign, you are all emotional, those emotions are on fire. That's what the cards are telling me. You need to check your temper. You need to be very, very careful and make sure that you don't let your anger get the better of you. Don't get carried away with your anger. You might be feeling frustrated. You might be feeling things are moving very, very slowly. Patience. Just be patient. Shouting and picking fights and feeling bad inside is not going to help you. Listen to the advice of the 2 of Wands. Be patient. Keep working. Success will come. Eventually, it will come. Don't worry about that. So that was it for this week. I've also got detailed readings for the entire year of 2026 for all the 12 sun signs. So you can just click on the link over here. I've created a very detailed playlist with 12 videos which tell you exactly what to expect month by month, and I've done this for every single sun sign. Keep watching.